All right, let's go. Dude from England. What does that even do? He wants my bishop. I'm inclined to give it to him. Not anymore. No bishop for you. Our knight's gonna have to crawl back into its hole. Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. Takes, takes. Does the position opening up help me? Not entirely sure. So let's just do this. Yeah. Yeah, where does this bishop go? Granted, my bishops aren't on the strongest diagonals either. But currently serving active roles. All right, 1, 2 attackers on this guy. I think I just come out here. That was a nice move. I think I just do this first. Now my bishops are struggling with no space here. Yeah, those queen doesn't look very comfortable either. All right, let's not trade this bishop just yet. If I can get my queen over here, that'd be nice. And launch some pawns up. It doesn't look like the right plan for our opponent here. Give me a nice outpost. Yeah, can't be right. think I'm doing it right here. As long as I can close in on this king. He's got weak dark squares. I think I need a knight because my light squared bishop is still around. Another one's gone. Traded off for his dark squared defense though, so save this guy, that'd be nice. Heck, I can even pin here. Yeah, maybe that's not so bad. Okay, this is starting to take shape, I think. He's going to retreat, probably attack, but then I get this move. I get a discovery. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see what happens. Check. I get a disco. Oh, double. Wait, this is almost mate. No, it is mate. Yeah, just checkmate. Check and mate. Got him. Why was that checkmate? Because my knight was defended by my bishop. Snipers in for the defense. All right, Alpin Sicilian here. He fianchettos his dark squared bishop. I defend this way. I want to get my bishop out. Then I defend the other pawn. He threatens my bishop immediately. What I saw was, let's say I do this. Then he has this, or a pin, and then... Okay, yeah, I didn't like this pin very much. In any line, really. So I played this so that the knight wouldn't be pinned to the queen. Giving up the bishop for the knight, if he wanted it, he didn't. So I said, all right, after castling, if you don't want it now, can't have it. Computer likes a more active square, good to know. And now he brings out a second attacker on this d4 pawn. First I kick his knight. Then realizing that his knight was blocking this attack, I knew this pawn was only being attacked once, being defended once. I brought my rook over. He brings his knight back, reopening the attack on this pawn. I said, okay, time to defend this time. He brings the queen, which is very smart. At least, from a human perspective, because it's a third attacker and it's a fork on this pawn. So I was like, I don't know what to do exactly except counterattack. Computer likes threatening a fork. Or I guess it would be a fork on the queen and this pawn, which would be check. But I just counterattacked with the pawn. He blocked. Oh, now this pawn is no longer attacked. Now I had time to defend this pawn. He trades off my knight. My light squared bishop is a little bit weaker here because it's staring into this pawn wall. But if he takes this way, not only is he giving up his strong bishop for a knight, but then this pawn joins in this central blockade, and it opens up attack on the queen. So he goes this way. I said, whatever, I'm going to attack your queen first. Yeah, he could have taken first because it's check, so I'd have to do something about that before moving his queen. He retreated, which allowed me to bring my bishop back. Yeah, then he brought this pawn forward, which I thought was interesting because I'm not going to take and let his bishop get out. But if he takes, my knight has a great outpost and can't be removed by another pawn because these files are now devoid of black pawns. And his d pawn is now isolated. So I said, okay, let's prepare to remove this bishop. He takes, knight jumps in. Happy to be planted on this square. He's threatening bishop for knight, which would be giving up his bishop pair, which is not good. So I come in this way, and I trade. Yeah, here I saw, if I ever want to move this knight, then I'm going to need this square to be defended, or I didn't want this pawn to be hanging. So I blocked first, and then I pinned the knight. He unpinned, but this allowed me to attack this knight, which was in the way of this line of sight towards the king. Thus began the checkmating attack. That was a correct move. I had a check though. I knew he had a disc. I would get a disco. So I think it's not perfect because let's say he does go here. I'd have to retreat first. Because if I did something like, ooh, I'm going to attack his rook now, then my queen is just attacked by the knight. So okay, he comes forward though. And this is when I saw, hey, I have double check. And not only that, when my knight moves here, it's defended by the bishop. So I'll take my double check and checkmate. Thank you very much. So yeah, that was a nice one.